As soon as the fight ends, is in the press conference, goes, well, the judge got it wrong on that one. Did they? But did they? So Dana has so much power. And when he says that, the sheep, for lack of a better word, the sheep go, Dana said he didn't win. He didn't win. It's like, dude, come up with your own opinion, man. Go back and watch that fight. And I wish Dana would wait till he watched the fight like we saw the fight. Watch it a second or third time before you jump to that conclusion. Because by saying that, that gives everybody out there, the casuals, the MMA experts, especially on ESPN, or if you work for UFC, now all of them go, Aljamain, he didn't win that fight, which isn't true. It's just not true. Nobody got cheated out of anything. That was a close fucking fight. That's why it was a split decision. And that second and third round, I believe they should give 10-8s out more frequently. To dominate a guy that long, be on his back that long, and control a guy for that long, I'm not mad at 10-8, but they didn't give it 10-8. That's fine. So we know Aljamain won the second and third, lost the fourth, fifth was closer, but we'll give fourth and fifth to Yan. 2 and 3, no debate. There's no argument. Aljamain completely dominated. I would have liked a 10-8 for maybe that second or third round, but all right, we don't get that. So you got to go to the first round. This whole fight is predicated off one round. So for anybody, including Dana White or any MMA expert out there to go, he didn't win that fight, I'd love to hear the argument. Because if you're basing that first round, you're saying because Petr Yan was the aggressor, he won the fight? Because he was the aggressor, won that first round? Because octagon control, which is what that is when you're marching forward, when you're the aggressor, that's the last thing that the judges should judge it based off of. You're judging based off damage and strikes landed. So let's go to the numbers. Because remember, the last thing being judged is octagon control. So strikes landed, right? And who's doing the most damage? So let's go to the first two things that matter the most. Petr Yan landed, I think, 2 kicks in the first round. Sterling landed more shots, threw more shots. I didn't come up with the criteria. I don't come up with the judging. You guys did. Based off that criteria, Aljamain won that first round. Aljamain didn't come up with the judging. He didn't come up with the scoring criteria. The commission did. You guys did. That we're at the mercy of that judging criteria. Based off that criteria, this is very black and white. Aljamain Sterling, based off your judging criteria, won that first round. Hands down, no argument. Based off your criteria that we all have to go off of, that I have nothing to do, Aljamain has nothing to do with it, based off the criteria that you guys always go off of, Aljamain won that first round. Very black and white. Close round, 100%, I'll give you that. But based off those important factors, strikes landed, damage inflicted, last one you're going to go to is octagon control, and Petr Yan won that one. But he lost the first two. So who would you give the round to? Aljamain. So say Aljamain won the first round. In what fucking world do you live in where you wouldn't give him another 2 rounds in the second and third? Based off your criteria that I didn't design, that I'm at the mercy like you guys are and the fighters are. Based off those criterias. So Aljamain won the first round, completely dominated the second round, completely dominated the third round, definitely lost the fourth round. Fifth round was close, but I'll give it to Yan. That's 3 out of 5. That would make him world champion. But when you're the president of the UFC, you have a responsibility. So when you say the judges got it wrong on that one, well, now you fucked Aljamain Sterling over. Now you fucked them because he beat the naysayers. He beat the haters. He shut everybody up, but now it resurfaces because the most powerful man in the UFC says he didn't win that fight, which you don't know what you're talking about. You're wrong, dude. And you fucked your fighter over. So now he has to go back to the drawing board. He has to deal with more of this stupid fucking hate. And why? because he won 3 out of 5.